What is up, everybody? Today we are back with the 2017 Ford Focus SE, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a quick and easy oil change on this car. So let's get into it. Let's look at the tools that we need first. Alrighty, these are all the tools that we're going to need today. It's just four for now, plus we need a oil funnel and a oil pan. But for the actual hardware, we have a bit driver with the T30 on it. This is going to be for that undersheet that we're going to see in just a minute. We're going to have our 15mm socket. Any sort of ratchet, breaker bar, anything that will get that loose. And the most important, a torque wrench. It does not have to be one of these fancy snap-on ones, but a torque wrench is necessary to get that drain bolt tight. So let's jump into actually doing the oil change. Alrighty, first things first, we got our gloves on. We're gonna come up to the top of the engine, pop off your oil cap, and kind of set that just like that, so that way nothing can get really in, but there is air going into the engine. And pull that dipstick up just a little bit, just like that. So let's hop underneath the car now. Alright, now that we're underneath the car, we're gonna grab that T30 and our bid driver that we talked about earlier. We're gonna go ahead and zip off this little flimsy undersheet. Alrighty, put that undersheet off. We're gonna go ahead and get that 15mm. And this is gonna be your drain plug. It's on the back side of the engine, so towards the rear of the car. Grab your socket, you're gonna put it on, get your ratchet on it, break it loose, and get that oil pan slid underneath. So now we're just gonna let that sit and drain for a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and get our new crush washer put onto our drain plug. Alrighty, so we have our old drain plug with the old crush washer on there. We're gonna want to have get that out of here, get your new one right here, and simply just put it on. This is a rubber one. These aren't typically my favorite, but it is going to work for it today. And there we are. And make sure this is a magnetic drain plug, and also you probably won't have one of these, but we are going to still torque this to spec. Set that aside, and we're going to grab one of our oil filters, and we're going to have to throw this on once we're underneath the car as well. And this car calls for 4.5 quarts of 5W20. So this car has a little higher mileage, so we're going to go with the Restore and Protect from Valvoline. Now that it's done draining, we're going to want to make sure that there is no old O-ring around our filter area. And go ahead and lube up your new filter, and you're just going to spin it on hand tight. And just like that, hand tight. We don't need to do anything more to it. Alrighty, and after the oil filter, let's put our drain plug back in and let's get it torqued down. So new O-ring on there, slide it in, and you should be able to hand spin it basically the entire way in until we have to torque it. Alright, right there. And the torque spec for this is 28 Newton meters. I'm going to set mine for 25 just to make sure that I'm not tightening too much, and then we'll see if I can get it to 28. Alrighty, now we're back on top of the engine. Let's get this on, oil funnel in, and we're gonna fill it up with about 4 quarts to start. Then we're gonna use the dipstick, check our oil level, and if we need to top it off from there, we definitely can. So let's get into it. And if you see there, might be a little hard to see, but we're right about in the middle right now. I'm just gonna give it another minute to settle, because you obviously pour the engine into the top half of the engine, and it needs time to be able to go all the way into that oil pan to get an accurate measurement. So we're just gonna set this back in here, then we're gonna come back in just a minute and check it once again. And just like that, oil level is at its proper level. Put the cap back on. You just wanna have your engine running for just a few minutes, shut it down, let it cool off obviously, and then check your oil level again, make sure it's good. And that's it, guys. That's gonna be it for today's video. That's how easy it is to do an oil change on a 2017 Ford Focus SE with the 4-cylinder. So thank you guys for watching Behind the Throttle DIY, and tune in for next week's video. Thank you.